Hey guys, today I'm going to be assembling this chicken coop. If you remember, about 8 months ago, I made a video assembling a cheap $150 coop from Ollie's bargain outlet, and that one has served us well for the time we've used it and how cheap it was. However, it is starting to fall apart now. The hinges have busted out on the door. The handle to pull the coop door open is now in two pieces, and the nesting box is kind of falling apart at the bottom. Now, I am going to put it back together as best as I can for right now because I will be using this as a temporary housing for our new chicks that we got until they get acclimated to my older girls. So I still can get a little bit of use out of this coop, but my bigger girls are due for a serious upgrade. When we were thinking about what coop we'd like to go with, we kind of had to take a few things into account for the season of life that we're in right now. So how I would prefer to do things is I would prefer to buy the materials cheaper and build it myself. However, I work a full-time job. My husband works a full-time job, and I have a lot of other responsibilities going on. So that just wasn't going to cut it for us. And I figure since we both work full-time, we have enough money to throw at a product like this because I am not going to lie, this was not a cheap coop. It ran us $800 to purchase, and it fits 15 birds comfortably. Now, the whole thing is made out of plastic, so this thing should last us a good 20 years, I hope. And when we go to clean it, we shouldn't have to worry about taking any of the paint off with the pressure washer. I can literally just take the entire top off of this thing and pressure wash it down. The only downside, I would say, to buying this coop was that it did not come with a base to raise it up off the ground. So I did have to build a base myself, which really wasn't that hard. I mean, well, I say that it's currently not on its base. It is sitting on the ground right now and my girls are using it. I did build a base for it, and we had a storm come through the night that I built it. And luckily the girls were not in this coop yet, but the storm knocked my coop over onto my green stock. Unfortunately, it knocked my green stock and everything that I had in it out too, and broke the base. So I bought a 4x4. I'm going to put some stronger legs on it because I don't want that happening again, but you do have to build your own base for it. Another upside to this coop though, however, is that it's extremely easy to change their bedding out because there is a hatch door at the back of it that you open and you pull the trays out and you can dump them in your compost or wherever you want to dump it, and just slide the trays back in with some new bedding, and it's as easy as that. Now, it's more difficult if it's on the ground because you have to crouch to get it out, but once it's raised up, it should be fairly easy to clean out. Now, one thing I wanted to do for this coop that I didn't do for my other one is install an automatic door. That way, if we ever go on vacation or we are just sleeping in one weekend, I don't have to worry about going and letting them out right away. I can just enjoy my morning and know that they are okay, especially like at nighttime. I know that if we get home a little bit later and it's dark outside, I don't have to worry about them getting snatched by a predator. So I had a difficult time finding a door that would fit this coop, however. They do make one for this coop. I think it's through a third party that designed it to fit this coop, but it is extremely expensive. It's like $250. And I was not spending that much for an automatic coop door. So I did manage to find one that fits. It's not perfect. There is a slight gap on the left and right side between the old door opening and the new door opening, which right now is not a big deal. It's not big enough for anything to get through. But my concern with it is in wintertime that cold air is going to seep through these gaps. So I will have to insulate it before winter to keep my girls nice and warm. I'll link the door that I found, though, below in case you end up with this coop too and are also having a hard time finding an automatic door. Well, that's really all I have to say about this coop. I would definitely recommend it. We've gotten some great use out of it, and with how easy it was to assemble and with how long it's going to last us, I definitely think we made the right choice picking this coop for our girls. I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you soon.